last we left our intrepid adventurers, the party continues. Australia is paired with the Kenna's son, Clep, but he doesn't seem to want anything to do with her. Later, when the dancing starts, Scala dances with the Kenna and does her best to avoid his wandering hands. She warns Australia what a dance with the Kenna entails. When the Kenna asks Australia to dance, she demurs and says that dancing was never taught in the Silver Mages Guild. As the Kenna walks away, a voice says that actually dancing is taught and encouraged at the Silver Mages Guild. They all turn, and Australia sees her old teacher, Estelle Argentium, as she comes out of the crowd. Her mother, Morgan, and Estelle are very close friends. Actually, Australia is named after Estelle. Estelle Argentium is a tall, full-figured woman with silver hair. She has the ageless look that most magicians have. Estelle Argentium says that she's traveling with the Kenna and the Kennas. Introductions are made, and Australia says she wants her teacher somewhere quiet where they can talk to her. All except for Kai and Duncan gather in an out-of-the-way spot. They tell Estelle Argentium about the gates under the blister. Estelle cautions them on telling too many people about the gates. She tells them that countries will go to war in order to secure a gate. They also learn from her the best way to close a gate. When they tell her about how the gates are acting, she says it sounds like the blister was once a regular gate, similar to An Leona, the main gate on Mper. But it sounds as if it's been damaged, and the gate transit locations seem to have been scrambled. Unknown to all that evening, Duncan has left the party and heads by himself to the blister. Clothed in night, Duncan uses his ranger woodcraft to avoid any encounters on his way to the blister. He has with him the globe that has the figurine of his wife in it. He enters the blister and makes his way to the main gate room, and then to the room where the multiple gates are. He presses the globe to the surface of the gate. The gate starts to go black. The shadow blackness begins to cover his hands, and he is forced to let go of the globe. But his hand is free. But the globe remains on the other side of the portal. Meanwhile, back at the village, the party is interrupted by a booming sound coming from near the river. Everyone runs outside to see that the Myotians are attacking in force. When the party gets to the river, they see human soldiers streaming across it. The Southern Deseratans are firing bull roarers and aiming bolt throwers at the moving stone juggernauts. The Myotians are not deterred by ranged weapons. They attack the Southern Deseratan soldiers, and for a moment they seem to be on the verge of driving them back. Australia and Scala lob fireballs into the ranks of the invaders, while Stella Argentium, the silver sorceress, summons up the elements and makes a creature out of stone to take on one of the moving juggernauts. Akai tries to summon the power of the lady, and after a bit of coaxing, a water form rises from the river. Marcus and Seraph start using their presence to rally the troops, while Finn is flabbergasted by the scale of the battle. Australia moves closer to the fighting, playing the fire across the path of the Myotians, and Scala uses walls of force to push them back. Marcus and Seraph, along with Finn, begin a counterattack. The Myotian army's morale cracks, and they stop their advance and begin a rout. The invaders' forces flow back across the river, And now there are 3 shattered stone juggernauts in the middle of it.